Hello my friends, this is FC7, and today I'm going to share a solo spot or two in the City of Mist. This is the Hardcore Heritage version for level 125. So here I am at the entrance, running my way to the first spot. Just invis to this point. Right here, switch to invis versus undead. And it's this small room, spot number 1. Click paralysis and start your root rot. And I always start with debuffs because these guys are very resistant. So now that he's debuffed, just start your rotation. And everybody's dot rotation will be different. This is just the one that I use right now. I haven't really done any research into it. It doesn't seem to have any stacking issues. I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. I haven't used my Necro in quite a while. And I just recently got him to 125. And here we go. So if you've been to this zone, you probably realize that it's very dense with mobs. And they assist each other through walls and stuff, so it's very dangerous to send your whole team in. So I usually just park my box team at the entrance and send my Necro in here, Metal Gear style, just to pick off mobs one by one. It works for me. And here I am tapping my eye for extra damage. Because you cannot use a direct damage on these mobs or else it breaks root. All part of root rotting. There's also some kind of spell that is cast when you cast Unity that will break root too, so just be careful using that. I guess it's some kind of new AA that casts your HP buff and something else. I kept breaking root before and I was wondering why, and I realized I was using the Unity AA. It was messing me up. One thing that helps here also is just shrinking, and it also helps to have a ruin up. I forgot to cast that, because you will get hit maybe once. And I got hit, took down 50% of my health, but I survived. It also helps having an enchanter on your box team because you can cast a rune from them as well. So we'll just finish this mob and move on to the next one. You may have to cast paralysis a couple times. Just make sure that you always face that wall. So I found this spot here is pretty safe. Okay, so he didn't drop anything. Move on to the next spots. This will be spot 2 and 3. I'm going to show 4 total. Just invis past all these guys. So the spot we want is right here and there. These two mobs. So paralysis, make sure you face that wall. Don't move too far left or right because the assist range is huge, like I said, the aggro range. So if you stay right about here, you should be fine. And again, debuffs are so important. I have a Tash Clicky there. I'm not really sure where I got it from, but that one helps a ton. And then, of course, our Scent of Terrace. Sometimes these guys can be really resistant, even against paralysis, so just be careful. I think I got the Tash Orb from the Old Man Mackenzie missions way back in the day, but I'm not too sure. So this is mob number 3. And again, just make sure that you don't move too far left and right. Just stay in this general area. And take off the skeleton illusion. The laughing can get kind of a little grating. And there's also a couple other clickies I used down there. The Pyro one and the Fang of Death one. I think that was from TOB. They don't seem to have any stacking issues, and it's free damage, so why not? So there we go. On to spot number 4. This will require going over a little bit of water, possibly, so just click DMF, float your way there. So the mob we want is to the right over here, this guy. So what I usually do is just face the water and just paralysis. And then just jump in the water. And the aggro range from the golem that was there is huge, so just be careful of that. As you can see, I just got a little bit too close and I got aggro. But just feign death that off. Okay, now just paralysis him towards this wall. And start your dot rotation. Be careful of going too far. There we go. And speed this up so you don't see the duration. Here's a couple of nice items. I don't need them, of course, but if you want to shout out to the zone that they're rotting, it's like 3 in the morning when I'm doing this, so there's really nobody in the zone right now. So I'll just let them rot. And then just come up this way. And I was going to show you that there's also another spot here, like this guy. You could paralysis him this way into the water, but that causes a lot of ads, so it would just take a lot of time, and it's best just to go back to spot number 1 that I showed you and start the rotation over. Here you might get a little bit of aggro, just feign death it off, effigy it off. Make sure not to train the zone, it's very important. You don't want anybody getting angry at you. Now just start over. By this time, the mob should have been repopped, respawned. There he is. And there's a lot of good items you can get from here. As a free-to-play player, this is all upgrades for me, even over Anniversary Tower stuff. So as you can see, I have a nice earring here, and these 2 rings were upgrades. From tower stuff, it has 5 extra luck in the neck. And then the shield, I've only had 1 drop, and it's pretty nice. I'll link it here. So yeah, Hardcore Heritage 2025. If you're a Necro, I don't know, it's pretty easy to just come in here and solo this stuff. Maybe get some stuff for your box team or your guildmates. So that should just about do it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to watch the channel for other stuff because I don't just do EverQuest things. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you later.